Good morning. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage on your side, your wisdom guided oracle, and we're having coffee in my moon mug. We are in the thick of this incredibly powerful full moon. Yesterday, it was at the peak of fullness, and there was a lunar eclipse. That is some very powerful, long lasting energy. And I would be willing to bet many of you have not been feeling really lovely the last few days. This is very much every full moon is shining light on the shadows we are with and or that are within us, that we walk with, that we believe that are part of us. It is illuminating for us what is still present within us, things we have likely been working on, that we've uh, dealt with more than once, and they come up again. Some of them are new shadows that we didn't realize we were walking with so much. For me, yesterday morning, I woke up in terror and fear that I had no idea was within me in the volume that I was experiencing it around one certain topic. And so I got up, did some meditation, and did the clearing work. Personally, what you can do when these things come up is you really want to dive in to these energies, even though many of us just kind of want to run, shove them back down, ignore them, don't want to deal with it. Pretty good at that myself at times, a runaway, I would have called myself many times. Uh, I often would try to avoid the things. And so there's huge benefit in no longer running from the truth of who we are. And the truth is often not nearly as bad as what we truly think of ourselves. When we choose to dive into the shadow and choose to release some of these energies that we've felt our way through, you really do want to feel it in order to heal it. And this full moon, the physical body is affected a lot. So you may have been having physical symptoms that have come back, just some dysfunctions that have been present before, letting you know that there are still energies locking these in. And maybe some forgiveness needs to happen. Forgiveness of yourself, forgiveness of others. And in order to forgive, you really want to look for the gift in the situation. I was visiting with one of my mentors Saturday morning. Lovely woman. I've gained so much from her and gleaned so much from her. And one of the things she said is, to truly forgive, you must find the gift in the situation first. So if you have a thing that you're not forgiving someone about, and you're having a hard time figuring out how, go back in and look for the gift that is present in that thing that is coming up for you. What is the gift here? How did I grow, become stronger? How did I look at life differently? And it may take you down another rabbit hole of, well, I don't know, it put me in a lot more fear. What is the fear protected you from? Fear is not always a bad thing, but it is always a limiting thing. And it is always going to be heavy. So you want to look fully into these things that have been coming up and allow the physical body to feel what it needs to feel now. And again, as I say, open, willing, ready, guide me to what is here for me. That's you in your power. It is not under the circumstances. It's not wallowing. But how can we walk through this world in a more powerful way after we've done some energy releasing? Releasing these things that are coming up is a choice. One of the things, first thing I didn't do it last night, just lost consciousness about what I was going to do. Doesn't matter. It says powerful this morning. I burned a paper that I had written down all of these energies that came up within me. And so it's like, okay, that is the symbolic. I'm sending it to the heaven. And then I chose to bring in my breath, the energies of the opposite of those. Don't leave a void within yourself. Choose what you want to be filled with and breathe those in. When you breathe out the things you don't want, breathe in the filling up, the receiving of. So, what is the best way to now walk through the world because you've harvested all that is in these energies that don't feel very good, that make you go back to the, are you flipping kidding me? Again, I have to do this again. It is in looking inward. And the Six of Pentacles came up. That's an incredibly high vibe card, really. It is the giving and receiving. One of the things that came up many years ago now, when I was working some energy through to help my sister, was I wonder who we get to help today. We look through, what am I thanking myself for, the lessons, the learnings, the things. Good morning, Sue. And what can I thank Creator for? And how can I pass on? What can I do? How can I give of this goodness that I have chosen to receive for myself? How can I give it? The giving and receiving, it's a constant. And what you might want to visualize is the infinity wave going out, coming back to you, going out, coming back to you, because that is how we most easily walk through this world in all aspects. Right now, in this heavier energy that is coming in for most of us, and the shadows are being exposed. Shadows are rarely lighthearted and fun. They're usually things we choose to work through and work for. So give and receive. Go out. When I was working with older folks and how not to end up in a nursing home, long-term care center, whatever, one of the things was get over yourself, get out and see what else you can do for somebody else. Love and light to you all. But sometimes the very bluntness of the truth is what we need to hear. When you sit and wallow in, oh God, I can't believe this is here again, poor me, that goes nowhere. It continues to feed itself. That is victim energy at its highest. You can sit and spin there, but it's never going to expand you and grow you into your path in this world. So give and receive. How can I serve today? What does that look like? It can be a fun post on Facebook that your friends are going to see. It's going to give them a laugh. It's going to be cute, whatever. The next card from the Enchanted Maps is coming to life. That is truly what happens once we let go of some of this darkness. Interestingly enough, I had a dream last night. Maybe some of you do dream interpretation. I don't know. But I was readying myself for a phone booth race. And in my mind, what I was getting ready to do was run. And everybody had different kinds of phone booths that they were holding on, wearing, and racing with. My time was coming to race. And I went out. And somebody'd stolen my phone booth. I mean, you talk about a weird dream about what the heck was going on in my psyche. I don't know. But I welcome your interpretations of that dream. That's really all I can remember. And I remember it wasn't high vibe. It wasn't low vibe. It was just kind of, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm getting ready to do this phone booth race. And at some point it did occur to me, it's like, wow, that's going to be really heavy. And I wonder, and then I think I went out to inspect my phone booth to see how heavy it was, and it was gone. So what is that? What does that look like to you? Crazy dreams right now, things shifting. We are coming to life fully if that is how we choose to use the energies coming in. We can also see it as, again, poor me, woe is me. Life is just constantly raining on me. I'm going out the garden, eat worms. Everybody hates me. What is the truth for you? Next card that came up was unfold your own myth. This is learning more about the truth of who you are. Look at that beautiful spiral. And, myths are often based in the themes that run through our life. What is the myth about you that you keep replaying, keep believing, maybe coming up right now as that shadow aspect, this crappy way that we deal with ourselves in so many levels. What is the myth about you? What is your theme that keeps running? Is it supportive and joyful and enlightening? Or is it awful? Is it self-debasing? Is it self-loathing? Is it self-limiting? If it is all the not real light things, I recommend you choose to breathe it off and bring in, because we don't want to leave a void within our energy field, what you would rather have in your life as your truth. And then open, willing, ready, guide me to be shown when you kind of keep bringing back those things you don't want, so that you can literally go cancel, cancel. I choose the thing you do want. Unexpected visitors. This is people walking into your field that are going to have information, messages, understandings for you that can help you move forward, that can give you some insights. Friends have given me some of the greatest insights that have really saved me great deals of heartache throughout my life. And so when you're open, willing, ready, when you're willing to be taught, the teachers show up. Unexpected visitors, someone coming back into your field that you haven't visited with in a long time, something like that, or just people giving you, I mean, and it can be nature actually bringing through to you messages that you need, because you're open, willing, and ready to be taught and to grow and to expand and to own your power. The next card that's coming up is the Hermit. And the Hermit is that going inward. Look at the candle in there. Going inward and shedding light on the truth of what you're doing to yourself, what you're blocking yourself with, how you may be not working in your highest and best, most self-love. And when things come up that you don't love, that you see, you can choose to continue on with them, or you can be open, willing, and ready to release and receive what will help you become more enlightened. It is a going inward. It is often a stillness that is going to help you understand more about the truth of what you're doing to yourself. Remember, we are the biggest mystery that we ever attempt to solve. We are the highest mountain we will ever climb, but we're never gonna, there is no destination in this life. It is just a constant upward, if we want to look at it like that, or we can think of a downward spiral of more learning possibility, more growth, and learning new ways to walk in the world, to serve, the giving and the receiving. Friends can give us often, and we, to be a friend, you will be giving them at times. So the last card coming up is Field of Dreams. And this is very important at this time, because we have been socialized out of daydreaming, out of our creative aspect. And that really has been a calculated thing by the dominating energies that have been true in this world for eons. And if you are socialized and battered out of daydreaming, which is your creative aspect, then you cannot create that deepest desire that you have. The field of dreams are the things that you've held within you that you've always wanted to be, do, or have, that you've gone, oh, that's just crazy. I can't do that. That's who do I think I am? I am not all that and a bag of chips. You are all that and a bag of chips, and you are the creator of how you walk through this world. If you continually believe and sit and spin in unpowerful beliefs, powerlessness, things you don't love, all you focus on is everything you don't have, that that you don't get, all that you are not, all that you are that isn't lovely. That is scientifically, that is you sending out that message to the universe that keeps creating more of what you don't want and less of what you do. it is imperative with the open, willing, ready, guide me mantra that you are giving permission to your angels, guides, companions to tap you on the shoulder and show you, keeping you aware of that background tape that is likely fueling more of what you don't want and less of what you do. So, what is it that you can do today to come to life, to dream more, create more of what you desire? The first layer is getting rid of some of the blocks, those heavy energies. And I'm getting the message now for some of you, there's some real heartbreak out there. And heartbreak is very prevalent in the field, but some of you have had some real, very physical, heartbreaking circumstances. I invite you to go in and hold your own heart in healing and bring in whole heart energy by the power of your intention. What is the power of intention? It is the most powerful way we can walk through the world. Again, we are not taught this, and we are socialized to give our power away to clergy, to doctors, to everybody else that we have been given information about that tells them they're smarter, wiser, better, more capable than we are. And that is absolutely untrue. We can be the healers. We want to hold our hearts in healing, whole heart energy. Because the truth is, the longer you hold on to heartbreak, the more your physical heart suffers, and it can turn into broken heart, a diseased heart. So you want to release that. It doesn't mean that you don't love that subject of heartbreak or that situation. It means you choose to no longer allow it to hold you down. If heartbreak is centered around someone you've lost, keep loving them, but let them go so that you can move forward without this tether continually pulling you back into where you experienced that heartbreak, who you experienced it from, and allow yourself to expand into whole heart energy. You are then able to give more to the world in a loving aspect. So, what is it that's holding you back? What is it that is in your field that keeps you weighed down and less able to heal the energies present that are holding you back? They're likely coming up real big for you right now in this powerful full moon. So allow it to be seen without judgment on yourself. Thank yourself for bringing it up in this full moon. Thank the moon for the energies being, the shining light on the things that are limiting you in this life. And breathe them off with the intention of releasing yet another layer. These things are not going to all be gone, probably ever, but it becomes thinner and weaker in its power within your psyche, in your belief system, in your life, with each layer of that being released. So how can you walk more powerfully in the world? Open, willing, ready, guide me is one really powerful way to walk through the world, because you have a little extra help from the guides, angels, companions that are absolutely willing to be there with you and help you, and who need your permission to do that. Thank you on this beautiful September morning. It is a powerful time of letting go. September is always that. It's the beginning of fall, and the trees begin losing leaves. We are shedding old ways of walking in the world if we choose to. What do you choose? I don't need, I shouldn't, I hope, I wish. No. What do you choose? How do you choose to show up? How do you choose to walk? What do you choose to be the truth in your life? And it happens in very small increments. It's not generally a total explosion. It is usually a small shift. You keep holding in your field and playing with and daydreaming what you desire your life, your career, your spiritual aspect to look, feel, and be like. And that is what you begin to create strictly through the scientific aspect of your energy field. So a lovely lovely Monday reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for joining me on these readings. It's always fun to have people show up, and be your own advocate. Race your own phone booth race and become more aware of what you're truly holding. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage, on your side, your wisdom guided oracle. Until we meet again.